Here's your annual reminder to not lodge your tax return too early. Now, whilst it is tempting to log on to MyGov as soon as July 1 hits, here is why this is not a good idea. Now, before you come at me in the comments, listen to the video first. So firstly, technically you can lodge your tax return from July 1, but as an Aussie taxpayer, you are declaring that everything on your tax return is complete, correct and true. You cannot do this if the information hasn't been pre-filled as yet and you're not declaring all of the information. Now, when will the ATO pre-fill this information? When will it be available to you? And what happens if you lodge your return too early and the information isn't correct or complete? So, the following organisations and companies around Australia will provide the information as follows. So, your employment information. Companies have employers have until July 14 to actually finalise your income statement. Because of single touch payroll, you will be seeing, hopefully, your employment information on there. But until it says finalised or tax ready, it is not ready to go and it is not worth actually submitting your tax return because this can change. Bank interest. Now, financial institutions have until generally the end of July to report this to the ATO. So if your employment information is ready to go and you have received bank interest, you must manually enter this if it's not pre-filled. You can get this from your bank's website. Ensure that you include all interest that you have received. Even $10 out will mean that the ATO will change your tax return. What about Centrelink payments? So Centrelink is reporting on their website that their information for taxable payments will not be reported to the ATO until the end of July. This is longer than previous years, so just keep that in mind. If you have received taxable payments, this won't be pre-filled at this stage until the end of July. And lastly, private health insurance. So all of the private health insurance providers are stating they will have this information to their members by middle of July. Now, this will get pre-filled usually by the end of July to the ATO. If everything else is ready to go, you will need to manually enter this from the statement that you've received. Now, usually they'll email it out to you. They're not required to do this, so you may need to request it from them. Now, what happens if you actually hit submit too early and if the ATO matches it and there's missing information or incomplete information? Well, the ATO will cancel your tax return and they'll delay it. It can delay it up to 6 to 8 weeks. There could even be a situation where your employer changes that income statement after you've received your tax refund. Then they're going to review it and change it anyway, and you'll have to pay back that refund. It's simply not worth it. As always, hit the follow button for more.